Yo, yo,
Yo, yo.
you hear me?
Yeah.
It was a passcode to get in?
No.
What are people talking about?
Nah. It wasn't. I just clicked the link, bro.
Talking about. Just text them and say live. Oh shit. How you do that again? I think I exited out of it. Oh, there you go. Admit. Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, what's the word? How you feeling?
What's up, family?
It's
Shoot,
good, fam.
Hey, they
different
saying in the chat,
thing.
hey, it was a passcode to get in?
Yeah, I just clicked it a few times though, and then it let me in.
They all saying it's a passcode. Hold on.
Mine
Cause there's
didn't do
like three
that.
different links in there.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was, yeah, because of that. Hold on. Click the last link.
It's good though, y'all.
What's
Recording in progress.
Adrian about the camera out. This nigga getting professional.
I've been on the camera a few times. You just
Nah,
you
he
missed the
has. Your
last
ass ain't
one.
been in here.
I've been in here. I missed one call, man. I was in here
Yeah,
last
what you
week, man.
on? I see you, boy. You be in the chat, boy. You be putting the puts in.
Tevin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're good, family.
That was good.
Bro.
Nah, I honestly I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I definitely lucked out with that because I like to take plays 2 weeks in advance so I can
Yeah.
have that cushion.
Yeah.
So, but like the signal, it looked perfect. Like the bear signal, that double top just looked green. And I took a L on CoreWeave right before Microsoft.
What's
Yeah.
up, family?
I was a little impatient with
That
What's
word.
CoreWeave.
good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, was y'all said it wasn't a code? They all saying it's a code to get in. Hold on.
I
They
clicked the
might
very
have
first
grabbed the
link.
wrong link.
Yeah, it had it like me for like the first two, three times, then it let me in on like third time.
Tevin, you got a real estate business. What do you do
Recording in
again?
progress. Say it again.
You have some type of like real estate business, don't you? What is it again?
Yes, sir. So, yeah, as far as the real estate business, so me and my partner, we run two divisions at our company, right? So we run the capital advisory division, and then we run the real estate speculation division. So the capital advisory division, we're helping startup businesses, ongoing businesses, as well as clients who are in the real estate space get funding through resources that they don't have. And then as far as the real estate speculation side, what we do is we help investors get the properties that match their criteria. And then we run a deal analysis on the property. And then after we run the deal analysis, we make sure that they get the best maximum allowable offer on the property that they're looking to purchase, right? So that what that percentage looks like is like the 20 to 30% range. Some people are looking to take hits around like the 17%, but everything's about solving a problem for an investor and getting them that return on investment. So that's what we do as far as on the real estate side.
Okay, I was gonna ask, what do you think about with the Trump trying to stop institutions from buying the single family homes? You feel like that's gonna have some type of impact?
I definitely believe that it all goes back to who you're doing business with, who your partners are, because at the end of the day, the thing that's put in front of us is the slow way to accumulate wealth, right? So buying a single family home, renting it out, at the end of the day, you're gonna take an initial hit on buying the first property, especially if it's not cash flowing. So the best route is to make sure that you cover the three C's. Like everybody should be covering the three C's, which is making sure they have cash, making sure that their credit is good, and making sure they have assets as collateral. Because what that does, if you have one of those three C's, it gives you the ultimate leverage, right? So if you have one of those three C's, you can actually invest into commercial properties where you find a good deal, right? You know the numbers work, and then you can start renting out commercial space instead of a single family, and you're automatically implementing yourself into that cash flow engine, right? So it all depends as far as like, you know, how you're gonna go about it as far as like the credit, right? But it's just all about having the necessary resources to execute on anything you're looking to do.
That shit fire, bro. I think we gonna start adding a real estate like side of things because like that's something that I'm trying to get into. You know what I'm saying? I know we play with the stocks and stuff. I know we got a couple people that do a lot of different stuff, trucks on here, CDLs, clothing brands, right? Everything. But that real estate side, I think it's important, bro. You know, especially with guys like Tev, Malcolm, J. Cole got it, he got a property,
Kid.
Keys, you know, like I think that's something that we should talk about, right? So with that being said, um, first off, how everybody doing?
So good.
How we
So
doing,
good.
family? How everybody
Definitely
doing?
Doing
grateful.
Good, good, man.
doing well, brother.
Good, good, good. And my dog Keys, man, Nvidia, man. That is,
Mhm.
I think that, bro, that's probably one of the most insane things
That's
already, bro. To start your listen to that. To start your 2026 year off, you at Nvidia headquarters, bro. If that ain't a sneak peek on how your year about to go, I don't know what is, dog.
that's fine.
Yeah,
You know,
bro.
David Black
Nvidia,
on Black.
Talk to us,
bro.
Keys. Talk to us,
Being at
brother.
a being at Nvidia. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna step outside.
Come on.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Super cool, dog.
Yeah,
And
bro. Being at Nvidia was mind blowing. Like to be able to see the infrastructure, to be able to see the what we've been actually investing in, what are the actual components, what companies are going to be involved. Like to be able to see a full circle is actually mind blowing, to be honest. To be able to actually witness like uh the actual Reuben chip, Blackwell chip, to see how small and the reason why people wouldn't want to actually do the jobs that would go into actually making the chips, to see why TSM is a major component, to understand the chip's actual making design and the infrastructure of the chips, man, is just mind blowing. And um, to see how important like essential minerals that they're talking about are going to play a factor into it is just also mind blowing too. So like NVIDIA's campus, the reason why they have certain architecture at their campus, the reason why they have like a certain building design for their workers, like it's mind blowing. So I will say there's some stuff in the works of NVIDIA and what we need to focus on as a group and investing that nobody really is talking about. Like, for example, the sensors that go into it, right? The sensors that go into the the cars and how Nvidia is sticking their hand into that, their partnership with Mercedes, what to expect from that. The autonomous driving vehicles. Are people going to want to buy those, or are they going to be more of a taxi service? So, what can we focus in on? Different type of companies as far as the inference aspect of it, right? So, like, what goes into the AI after we build it, right? What are some type of plans and like companies that go into it? So I ran some research of like some companies that are so NVIDIA has like a program called an Inception program, right? And inside of this program, that inside of the Inception program, there's a certain certain, I guess, they have an ecosystem of 3,000 different companies that are with inside of NVIDIA, if that makes sense. Partnerships and everything that makes NVIDIA actually flow. So, like, one major thing that they said they don't have right now is the application aspect. So, you know how we built the iPhone gets built, but the internet, all right, so for example, they put it like this: the internet was built, right? All right, cool. We got access to the internet. So compare that to AI. So AI then has aspects of it that need to be built as far as the applications for either companies or for actual individuals, or like applications that can be built, like the app store and how we have it in its best use case. So I would say
Wait, real,
those
real,
are
real quick, Keys. Real quick. You said the applications. I got the applications. I remember you said the cooling. Then you say the cooling on there too.
yeah. So the cooling
Let me add that on there
aspects.
too.
So the
Cooling,
cooling copper. Number one,
copper.
to build that entire thing, I'm gonna drop a picture in there. I didn't want to drop it on the main feed, but I'll
Yeah,
drop it inside of the what's the name.
yeah,
So to build one of those, to build the like data stack that they be talking about, they need 5,000 of those just to build inside of a data center to compute. So one of those compute takes up so much energy. So one thing is that inside of there that nobody is really talking about would be the cooling aspect,
yeah.
right? So think about your AC, right? So your AC 32, 32. Hold on one second. So just
Now you can.
think about the cooling aspect of how you got an AC, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the
So
cooling aspect of what he talking about is just making sure all the chips that they keep producing this energy, the heat, right, and the semiconductors of what they do, they gonna all need to cool down. You can't just have the electricity rubbing up on each other like that and expecting it not to cool down. So I think what he's also talking about is just that cooling aspect. What companies specialize in the cooling aspect of keeping the companies or the products doing what they do, right? Because if everything heats up and everything get on fire, it's over with. So I think the components of what he's talking about, the AI ecosystem, those little things that what Keys is talking about.
So I would say also the aspect of what's inside of it. So like they had plastic tubes, right? Just think about those plastic tubes, the metals, right? The connectivity that goes into it.
Yeah,
The the actual refrigerant that's inside of it,
yeah,
right? So it has a water solution, but also it has a refrigerant. We're going to, as we get bigger and bigger, we're going to need something that cools it down faster, right? And water is not always the thing. So here's the kicker. This is what we need to find that he said. They're not going to be using water no more. They're going to be using heat. So the same heat that they are powering that is going to be on the chip, they're going to be using that heat to now manufacture and cool the energy down.
So when you say heat, are you saying so they kind of like using
Bro,
like a reverse type of strategy? Is like
bro, yes. So like for example, you guys that are inside of real estate or just in general, there's something called a heat pump, right? That is your AC. So the point of a heat pump is it converts the hot energy and turns it into cold. What they're doing is the opposite. They're taking the hot energy and turning it into cold. So they're doing the reverse engineer. So basically, when it's hot outside, they use heat pumps because it's a conversion system and it's more energy efficient. So it takes your hot air. They're typically in hot places, so super hot places. So they take your hot air and basically convert your hot air into cold energy. So
Got you.
cold air. That's what
Boy,
a heat pump do.
this sound
But
like a guy.
NVIDIA is doing the opposite. They have, so whoever is manufacturing that or going to be responsible for cracking that code, that's what we also need to find too.
Got you. I'm writing everything you said down, bro. Yeah,
And here's some of the companies like in NVIDIA's program, Lightning AI, which is an AI development platform that's PyTorch lighting like creators, basically. Based in. It's like a tool slash shipment machine learning models like production.
yeah,
That's what they that's what it is. Mini O. It's a high performance objectives storage for cloud slash it's like native and AI workloads.
yeah,
Codium, AI code assistant, auto complement generation for like auto complement, right? And then li- it's LABL up. It's an AI cloud orchestration. AI orchestration. So that'll be also a good one too. So I'm gonna
got you.
drop them in the chat too. For
Yeah, I was just about to
all
say,
right,
boy,
brother.
I don't even know how to spell some of the stuff that you talking about. So please, my brother, please drop them in the chat. And bro, like I said, bro, just again for the people that are in here that don't know what Keys is talking about, and just a refresher, Keys was just at yesterday. He's still out there, I think. Nvidia headquarters out in California, right? Where he got the up and close one-on-one private experience of seeing the headquarters on what's really going on inside the company, bro. And so that's what he's talking about, bro. And I just think, bro, that's just mind blowing, bro. You actually hearing from them where we need to be looking, right? Instead of us just being regular retail, we getting institutional information. This is institutional information. You feel me? This is institutional information. Now it's our job just to execute. So yeah, we're gonna come back to that a little bit. I know Keys is definitely doing this thing. But yeah, man, a couple things coming up. I just definitely want to keep on the radar. Earnings next week, right? Just to Key's point about how Nvidia is building themselves out into the infrastructure of other companies, right? Building yourself into other companies, you low-key creating yourself as a monopoly. You low-key creating yourself as a monopoly. When you got your hands in everything, you got your hands in other companies that are the Mag 7, like your Metas that report next week, Microsoft report next week, um, uh, Apple reports next week, SanDisk, right? Western Digital, all these companies report next week. And so next week is really going to tell us um, really the direction on where we going for the next couple months, right? And it's not about their earnings. And see, this is where a lot of beginner investors mess up. They like, yo, they beat on revenue and they beat on earnings. Why is the stock going down? Come on, Malcolm. Malcolm just said it. They have to keep saying the guidance for this capex, capital expenditures. They have to say that the demand, what we're doing is so insane for the next quarter that we are still out of orders. Like the productivity that we're doing has still not caught up to the demand for the people that want our product. If we got to hear Meta talk about that, we got to hear Apple talk about that, we got to hear Microsoft. Y'all see what Microsoft doing with Microsoft on? Anybody want to talk to me about Microsoft? What's going on?
They tripping. That open AI deal is hitting them.
You
And
think
they had a
OpenAI?
they had
What
a
y'all
global
think
outage
about that
today too.
OpenAI stuff?
Uh that I think Elon gonna win.
You think
Was
They
so?
found
wondering that too, because I was just like,
yeah.
I think what else is driving the stock down like that? I think that's related to that too.
Yep. That's
Mm,
where I was going. There's been a lot of sentiment about, like, Elon got a lot of stuff on him. That he was essentially robbed.
I mean, he technically, you feel me? He was, and like I said in the chat, bro, they talked about, he threw shots at Tim Cook and he threw shots at Sam
Yeah,
Altman,
Sam
right?
Altman.
Yeah, and he was saying that, they don't have enough masculine leadership in their company, right? And then you come to find out, right? Like there's nothing wrong with it. Then you come to find out that they're both opposite of heterosexual, right? And so once you hear that, the reason why that's not a problem, bro. Being homosexual, bro, that don't got what you do in your private, that don't got nothing to do with that revenue coming in. But the problem is when shareholders, stockholders, and executives that pointed you in charge, when you got extracurriculum activities going on, they're going to start losing trust in you as the leader. And so what Elon was doing, he was basically doubling down on the mistrust that people are already having with Sam Altman. Then they start bringing up the books, then you start bringing up the numbers. They're like, yo, okay, I'm looking at this report for ChatGPT. For every generated prompt that it costs estimate around about 3 to 5 cents. Okay, when you look in retrospect, that's not a lot, but you got to think that's one prompt and one answer, 3 to 5 pennies. That ain't nothing. If I'm talking to this thing all day, I done ran up probably $5 to $10, $15. And they said, depending on how long the answer is, depending on if you need a picture produced, depending on if you need a strenuous, complicated, complex problem produced, it's going to cost a little bit more. And I'm saying, damn, myself, I'm probably running up probably $10, $15 a day. Imagine the companies that are deploying ChatGPT to run the entire company. Dog, the amount of money that they're spending at a fast rate, that's the reason why, bro, that's the reason why they're in so much debt. How are you going to get out of debt when your expenses are, and we're going to talk about the national debt, when your expenses are so much further than your revenue and your income, dog? You're never going to get out of that. So what happens is, okay, cool, we're going to start giving other companies equity. We're going to give a company like Oracle, you know what? Instead of the $100 billion investment, we damn near going to let you have ownership on. You know what? Meta, hey, Microsoft, hey, you know what? We don't got the revenue to bring it in, but what we do have, we can start giving companies equity. When that stops working, what you start doing? You start doing alternative things. Let's do ads. I talked about this the other day. When you see YouTube, Hulu, Disney Plus, Netflix, when you start seeing these companies, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, when you start seeing these companies with ads on your profile, you're like, bro, why is there an ad on my TikTok? Why is there an ad in the middle of my Netflix movie? When you start seeing that, remember, ads cost to be on somebody's platform. If I'm trying to put an ad about the ecosystem on Instagram, I gotta pay for that. When you start seeing OpenAI, hey, we about to roll out our ads for Apple. We about to roll out our ads for Meta. So y'all collecting all that cheese and y'all still not profitable, bro. You in a situation now where I don't know how you get up out of it. Right? And like Khalil just said, like J. Cole just said, with Microsoft having that stake in OpenAI, bro, it's some things that's being said on the low that we don't know yet, bro. Microsoft, you don't just fall from here all the way down and there's no news that come out. OpenAI ain't no news that came out. It's good news coming out. OpenAI said they got their first product coming out this year. Okay, if they got a product coming out and everything is good and everybody on ChatGPT, why are you guys still not profitable? Listen, you're not profitable and you're billions in debt and you're not even a public company, dog. You're not even a public company, bro. So the next phase to kind of keep up with everything that you already did. You asked for money, you asked for raising capital, you asked for equity, you got the ads, you got people spending money. I got a membership on ChatGPT. I'm spending $20 a month. Bro, the next phase is going public. Because when you go public, you allow other investors to dump money into your company. But the thing is, just like Oracle, if your debt and your balance sheet is not adding up, this might make it worse for you rather than helpful for you. So that's something that I've been looking at, bro. And I don't know, bro. And I think Keys had talked about it last week. That Gemini stuff is, bro. Gemini is real, bro. Gemini is real, dog. Like,
I was just about to say we need to start running Copilot.
come on.
We use Copilot at Lilly.
Y'all
I'm
do?
sure, yeah. I'm sure a lot of companies use it, but yeah, we always run Copilot
Talk,
during
talk,
meetings.
talk about that a little bit.
So yeah, we work with a lot of AI. Lily, we work with Tempest AI. I got to make a Tempest account this week, actually. We use Copilot, and we can literally, our system is we can go into, it's called like Helix or something. We can go into this system and check our whole dashboard, see what we're missing, see what we
Mm.
need to send out for that day, and it's just AI automated. So that's a new system that got added to Lily recently.
So Google's just the top dog.
Yeah, we use it at least Lily. And Lily, they say Lily the top dog.
Eli Lilly is the top dog. And so do y'all use Striker too?
I
Striker
haven't came
equipment?
across that one yet.
Okay, Striker equipment. I'll be seeing them in the pharmaceutical space. But yeah,
We
man,
probably
just
do,
back,
but I haven't worked with them yet.
yeah, but yeah, just back to what I was saying, bro. Like that's something that we need to be mindful of because if they don't figure that out, Microsoft can be good on their side, but they can be attached to somebody that's falling apart, and that can bring their stock down. So I'm definitely looking at a play on Microsoft. I think Tev said they had a gap down below. They had a gap down below. I think you said you was trying to grab some shares down there, brother. Um, Definitely gonna try to see.
395.
Yeah, yeah, and between 420 and 397. I don't really see it hitting the 397 mark, but you just never know, right?
Right.
With all new information that's coming out, but yeah, I definitely want to grab shares between the 420 and 397 level.
Got you. Got you. And I'm glad he just talked about grabbing shares because remember, I even myself, I do this. We get so caught up in seeing these numbers in this green and then the red with trading and the charts that I don't want us to forget to continue to keep building your long-term portfolio. That's really where the bread and butter is. DCA, right? If you don't want to wait for certain stock prices every single week, I want to just keep going into VOO. I don't care what happens if it goes up. I don't care if it go down. I'm just gonna keep putting my money into this index, and I'm gonna just keep watching it grow. I'm gonna keep watching it grow, and that's just the basics of the beginning of what we should be doing in the first place, bro. That's what we should be doing in the first place. Stacking our cheese, putting our cheese in a vehicle to grow it. And like try to keep the game as simple as possible. Yeah, when we get into trading, yeah, that might do this, it might do that. And we trying to figure out the short, trying to take a long play. The bread and butter is buying assets and continuously keep buying them, bro. Keep buying them, keep buying them, keep buying them. All right. So yeah. Um, man, y'all know what next week is, right? The 27th. Jerome Powell, FOMC. I told y'all 2 weeks ago, every single week is gonna be theatrical, bro. Every week has been theatrical. The week before it was we into it with Greenland. This week, we got the framework for Greenland. This week also, Trump is suing Jamie Dimon. The 2 weeks ago, we kidnapped the Venezuela president. Then the oil was running. Then the week before that, Japanese carry trade was affecting the markets. And then the week before that, it was are we gonna get the Christmas rally? And nah, we not gonna get it. And then the week before that was Thanksgiving, and the market ran every single week is going to have something crazy to it. Next week, we have Microsoft reporting, we got Meta reporting, we got Apple reporting, we got Western Digital reporting, SanDisk reporting, stock market, the best show in the world. Literally, bro. It's the best show in the world. We got all these companies reporting next week, and we are about to hear from the first time from Jerome Powell after Trump and the administration subpoenaed him. Well, Trump didn't do it, the US government did it. But they subpoenaed Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve chairman, and said he has been not moving according to their plan. This is going to be the first time that we hear from Jerome Powell since he was subpoenaed in court. So next week is going to be another volatile week, bro. But I will say this, looking at the chart, it go up, it go down, it go up, it go down, it shake us out of position. The market is sitting at 69.13, 87 points away from 7,000. After everything I just said, up, down, this, that, Nvidia this, DeepSeek last year, this, OpenAI, Microsoft, Michael Burry, out of everything that's happened, the market is sitting at 69.13, 87 points away from 7,000. So what does that mean? The market continuously keeps going up over time, bro. So just keep buying quality assets, find the key players. Like Khalil was saying, Keys was saying, it might not be your Microsofts right now. It might not be your Nvidias right now. These are the most valuable companies, but when it comes to returns on your capital, you might have to find your SanDisk. You might have to find your Western Digital, your Microns, right? Your LITEs. You know what I mean? Your GEVs, right? Symbotics. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm about to get to these charts, show a couple charts. Any charts that anybody wants to see specifically? I'm gonna try to only do like two or three, so we can just take the charts one.
Symbiotic. You could, brother.
Symbotic. Got you. Got you. Okay, Symbotic. Any other charts anybody wants to see? Let me see. It's
Yeah.
definitely.
Alto.
You said Palo
Um,
Alto?
Care. I really want to see. Yeah, Palo Alto. Because we've been going back and forth between these lines.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been a little
Uh,
consolidated, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
And then I would say, hold on one second.
Pulling it up, pulling it up. First off, we got to go through SPX first. Y'all can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Core Weave.
Core weave. Okay,
Yeah,
bet. I'm gonna
Core
just
Weave.
all right, bet. We just do like three or four. Three or four. So if y'all see this line here that I had made on the chart, this long green line was the trend line all the way back from April lows. See if I can zoom that out. Y'all see this? Since that April low, Liberation Day, when Trump said, "Hey, I'm putting tariffs on all you motherfuckers." You know what I'm saying? When he said that, that was his low. Since then, though, this trend line has been protected. Why do I say the trend line has been protected? If you're a beginner, you always want to see if the stock or the index or whatever you're looking at is still following the trend that is on. So as of right now, from the bottom, it looked like it was on a straight bull trend. It's in a bull market, right? Once it breaks across this green line, that means that the trend has broken and it's not going upward anymore, right? So look at this. Over time, we done got close, running. What was this? No, November that sell off, that November sell off. Remember those two twin towers that we had here? It was like, man, that looked just alike. Stayed on the trend line. Then we had another dip right before the Christmas rally or the Christmas run. Still stayed on the trend line. Another dip in January, stayed on the trend line. And then this past week, stayed on the trend line. And then 2 days ago, we finally broke below this trend. So typically, when you break below the trend, that means the trend is broken, and that means you could be headed the opposite direction. So what we are watching now is that I said yesterday, 69.30 to get back over 69.30, that will mean that we're back still in the trend zone of going on a bull market. We're going upward and to the right. If this doesn't hold and we fall back down, that could be scary for the next month or two because it wasn't enough strength to get back over that. So as of today, though, we showed a lot of strength, bro. We popped down to this support down here around about 6,800. We ran, we back up. Look at where we are, 69.30, 6,900, that area, right? So what we watching for tomorrow, Friday, we watching to see if we get back over this trend line or if we fall and we get weak. If we fall and we get weak, that could show that it's some weakness on the way. There's some more bleeding on the way, right? If we get back over, we can go get that 7,000, and we can be off to the races. All right, so that's SPX. Let me see. Oh, I want to actually go. We need to look at Meta. Talked about this on the story earlier. Let's look at Meta real quick. We've been talking about this for a couple weeks, bro. That we needed this gap fill down here. We wanted this gap fill before we got into this play. My target price for Meta, and make sure we looking at these price targets, bro. A lot of these price targets have been getting hit and they've been going back to the upside, right? Look at this. Meta 607 to 620. Y'all see this? Y'all can see my screen still?
Yeah.
Yeah, we. Mhm.
Y'all can see the price target I'm showing you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So this Meta, I put this in here at the beginning of the month. I said, yo, once it gets between 607 and 620, I'm firing the trigger. So let's go look. Waiting. Meta comes down, 620, fills that gap, and it goes down to 607. So anywhere in this area, you had a target. You could have bought, right? And so once it came down, it was at 607, had a touch, came down to 606. Once it came down to that 607 right here, today it went and touched 660, right? So make sure we going to look at these price targets, bro, right? I look myself, I look for key levels, and then I have ChatGPT, and then I have one more resource and one more reference that looks at these numbers to let me know if these are accurate numbers or not. So the work is already done. Now it's just time to execute. Look at this. Netflix said this a while ago. First target 80 to 81.8. Remember, I put this in January, right? Let's go see Netflix. Today, all right. Today, what did it go touch? Today, 81, right? 82, 81, came and touch 81, and it looks like it's trying to get strong, right? So if we go get another touch tomorrow around this 80 area, I'll be looking to put in a leap on Netflix. It's down there, right? Remember, I put this in at the top of the month, right? And these are my first targets, right? Remember, first target, second target, and then LTB load the boat target, right? Like I said, I got 4 different resources that I go over these numbers with to make sure these are accurate numbers, right? Like I said, so Meta, Microsoft was at that 400 day. It was like, yo, we can get a buy here. We didn't end up getting in. Microsoft sold off even more, right? We still didn't touch it. I don't think it came down to 425 yet. Did it come down to 425, 438? Let me see. 425, 438. Oh, look at this. That is insane. And so I got to do a better job of making my alerts. Look at what Microsoft came and touched down there. Y'all see that number on the right? Y'all see this number over here? 438. 438, it came in touch. Came in touch 438, and it bounced up to the 400 EMA at 452. Another great entry, right? We don't have to shoot on all of these, but I just want you to see, pick one that you like, follow that company. If it gets to that strike price or that it gets to that stock price, yo, take the target, right? Take the target. If it looks good, you did your research too, take the target, bro. Take it. Take it. All right. So make sure we going through those price targets. Go look at the companies that you're trying to see. Microsoft is at that 400-day EMA. If it gets back over that 400-day EMA, I like Microsoft long. I like Microsoft long. I know they got that dealing with OpenAI, but at the end of the day, Microsoft already announced that they are separating the company. In the future, they're not going to be one no more, right? OpenAI is trying to do their own thing. So definitely something that we need to look at. FN, I'm going to look at Symbiotic, and then we're going to be off the charts, all right? If I can find Symbiotic. Find FN first. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Let's see. So I got my Fibonacci retracement up. Look at this. So let me go see what price target that I have for FN. Price target FN 425 to 434. Let's go see. 425, 434. Oh, look. 425 is here to 434 is here. So it looks like that line right there. I got that alert set for that one. If we can get a touchdown at 425 to 434, I would love to grab FN back to the upside. I would love to grab FN to the upside. This is a valuable company, just like WDC, just like Sanders. These are valuable companies that are inside of the AI ecosystem. All right. Let me see what else we got. Symbiotic, right? Yeah, Symbiotic. Real quick. Symbiotic. I done deleted Symbiotic off my chart, bro.
Yeah, one past it. Go up.
I did.
Yeah.
And I know y'all seen Intel earnings today, man.
What
Man,
was
they
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 talking
down
about?
They down, ain't they?
they down like what was that? They down like 13%.
What
Seven,
happened?
$8.
It's right below Vista. Wait, go down.
Come on, man. See, look, now you about to make me mad, man.
You see it? Oh,
See, now I'm about to get upset, bro.
it
They
was
don't
right
want to
by.
they,
Yeah, it was
they don't want
between
us to.
Vistra
It
and
was
Nvidia.
yeah. It's right there. Yep. Oh, wait, I just see
There it is.
Is my eyes tweaking?
it.
Your
Y'all see
eyes
that?
are tweaking.
Yeah.
It was just, that's crazy. It was just right there.
Hey
Yeah. It
man,
was
y'all
just
y'all y'all playing with me, man.
nah.
Pause.
It was just.
Super pause. Super pause. Super pause. Hold on. Let me see something. There we go. Okay, cool. Maybe when I clicked it, I think it took it off. Let's see. So yeah, Symbiotic. I think Mason and KB, they said they like Symbiotic around that 57 down there. Man, I was waiting on Symbiotic to come down into that 57. It looks like it likes this line down here. Um, but on that sell-off, on the Greenland stuff, it sold off, but it didn't get down here. It didn't get down there. It stopped halfway in between and it popped back to the upside. Right. So Symbiotic is another mover, man. Symbiotic is one of those companies that specializes in the robotic sector, right? Where they're not producing robots, they're producing the machinery in the warehouses. So they have a big partnership with Walmart where those racks in the Walmart warehouse, that's a Symbiotic um AI application that they're using. to work the warehouse, right? I'm surprised a lot of people not talking about them because if a lot of companies like your Amazons, well, they got their own software, but if a lot of companies start adopting Symbiotics products, that's gonna be another boost in people being unemployed, bro. Symbiotic is one of those companies that's very very important to the robotic and the AI ecosystem as well. So this is Symbiotic. I would definitely love Symbiotic down here at like 51, bro. I see all this action over here at this support line on this Fibonacci retracement at that 50. And then it came back and it held that 50 again. Goodness. If we can get it down there at that 50, I would definitely love it. Right? I know y'all remember we played Symbiotic on earnings when it was down here in the 50s and it popped all the way up. I think me and Malcolm sold that joint a little too early.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I
but yeah,
think ran.
yep, that thing ran. That thing ran. It came back down. But if we can get it on the dip again, I love Symbiotic again. All right. All right. So, so yeah, them are charts. Them are charts. So yeah, so what y'all thinking about this FOMC next week? What y'all think about this stuff with Trump? Let me hear y'all thoughts. What y'all thinking, man?
I think Jamie, I'm not Jamie, but Jerome gonna do as he told now. Now that he on watch.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I
Shit.
think he gonna get in line.
So Jerome's his term is up May 13th or something like that. So he will be out of chairman May 13th. Me personally, I'd be like, fuck that nigga. I'd be like, fuck that nigga.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, he
Shit.
gone anyway.
Nigga, yeah, Trump who? Nigga, what? I'm about to run the bag up there.
He kind of already he gave niggas the warning too. Like, look, this nigga's on my neck, so like everything I'm about to say is BS. Basically, if I,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
How
And I
long is
think
the term for the Fed chair?
I think it's every 4 years.
Is it 4 years too? Okay.
Because Trump appointed this motherfucker.
He sure did. Yeah.
He appointed him to the chairman. Now he's saying he's terrible. You know what I'm saying? So like I say every day, bro, ignore the noise, bro. Let's focus on the bag, bro. Ignore the noise. Let's focus on the bag, bro. Whatever that is for you, figure out a way to get some money coming in, put it into the investing, bro, and watch your money grow. Let's uncomplicate this thing. Let's keep it as simple as possible. If you want to learn trading, learn the trading. If you want to just grow your money and invest, grow your money and invest. But not investing is not an option, bro. Inflation is about to get crazy. I had a statistic down here. Since Trump got in office, January. It's been 12 months. He's added $2 trillion to the debt deficit, bro. 12 months, 2 trillion. He's got 3 more years.
Is it 2 or 4? So I think on Market Mondays they were saying 4.
So he added 2 trillion last time he was in office.
Oh, gotcha.
The 4 years. You follow me? In 12 months, he's added another 2 trillion.
It's
He has three
crazy.
years left. He has 3 years left, bro. So permanent inflation is what Rashad Bilal had called it. Permanent inflation, where there is no coming down from this. So the only thing that you're gonna be able to buy is assets, bro. Right? Assets. One thing that I'm doing, y'all can take a page out of my book. I had this idea where what's affordable right now that I know that's gonna go up in price in about a couple years. I said, wine bottles. Why wine? Bro, Moscato is like $10, wine like $15. If it's permanent inflation, if I know the producers for wine are going to have to charge a little bit more to keep producing, that means wine is slowly going to incrementally go up. I'm not talking about buying no Ferrari or buying no Louis bag or I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something small. And I was reading, y'all should read Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins. And I forgot it was one of the great pioneers on there. He said what he did, he bought $1 million in pennies. This is 20, 30 years ago. I'm reading the book. I'm like, why the fuck would he buy 1 million in pennies? He converted his money into pennies and just his philosophy, everything that we have is going to be scarce one day. This past year, Trump announced we done making pennies. So that one valuable little penny that he put an M into is now worth about 2, 3 million. It's doubled in value. And the reason why he said he thinks like this is because he's like, yo, in the book, you don't have to have $1,000 and turn it into 1 million. Your goal is to find little things that gives you the slight edge. If I can get 1 million in pennies and I get 100% on my investment on one penny, I got 2 million. And he's like, yo, we are all thinking you gotta have 1,000, 20,000, flip it to 100 million. No, he said you find your niche and you keep repeating the system. I'm like, yo, wine bottles, they like 15 in a couple years. They might be like 25, 30. And he was saying this is not the long-term play. This is a never fall off play. This is a play that you just got back, like stored back in your pocket. I'm like, it's like life insurance. It's like I'm not bragging on this play, but I do know the million in pennies that I bought in 1990 in 2026, they're gonna be worth 2, 3 million. So if my business was to fall off, if I was to lose my CEO, if I was to lose my house, I know I got 1 million in pennies that are now doubled in value because Trump took away pennies. Next is gonna be quarters. Then it's gonna be dimes. Then it's gonna be the dollar. Then you're like, damn. Then look at gold. Gold going stupid. Okay. And then that's why they keep saying Bitcoin. If Bitcoin keep doing these halvings like it do, and it's got this scarce source, it's gonna get valuable over time automatically because there's not enough Bitcoin out there, right? Right. So that's just some things that I'll be doing that I've been looking into, finding just a slight edge, finding a slight edge just to stay above water. Finding a slight edge, finding a slight edge. With that being said, y'all got any comments? Y'all got anything y'all looking forward to over the next couple weeks? Anything that y'all interested in?
I'm interested to see this framework deal on Greenland and how he gonna double the market in a short period of time.
He did say that, didn't he?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
He's gonna double the S. Man, come on, man.
And I want to see this lawsuit with Jamie.
Come on, man. You just talking. You talking. Part of me is like, nigga, you just talking, and then the other part of me is like, everything this nigga said he was gonna do. This nigga done did that shit, man.
He got back at everybody that wronged him the first election. Meta.
Yep. He got
Uh,
he got Mark Zuckerberg out of there early. Man,
yeah.
remember they earned it, man. He took care of them early. Who next? Tim Cook. You don't want to bow down? Okay, cool. We're gonna get you up out of here early. Apple stock fell crazy last year when he was in there and it got back right. Who else? Jensen, you not on board? Nvidia tanked crazy. You blocked in China. Who else? Who else? And it what's crazy is he's built himself into being a dictator. Whatever he say, go. And that's very that's very it's fearful to have that in leadership because there is no it's my way or the highway, my nigga. Straight up. It's my way or the highway. It's my way or the highway. So yeah, I'm looking at the credit stuff, that 10% cap on stuff. I'm looking at the earnings next week. I'm paying attention to Japan, CPI. Um, but in reality, man, none of this shit matter. Like the catalyst now is Trump. Niggas can come out PCE, inflation bad. Trump say, nah, I said inflation good. Market gonna run. Like, nigga, what? Wait, I thought we was going off the nigga. I said the inflation good, nigga. You like, wait, we done bought puts because inflation bad. Nigga, delete that report. Or
Every
your ass
day,
gonna be in jail.
every day is a buying opportunity.
Every day is about every
For
time he speak, I'm just like, yo, when he speak, just buy shit up. At this point, bro, when he say something, just buy this shit. Just let me just test this theory, dog. When he say something, just buy it. Nigga said, great. I'm watching Trapping Tuesdays. Y'all seen it? Did y'all watch Trapping Tuesdays this week?
I got about 30 minutes left.
I know. Did you see the part when he was talking? When he sent the letter?
Yeah, it's
He said,
hilarious.
he said, you didn't give me the Nobel Peace
Nobel Peace
Prize.
Prize.
Give me your country, nigga. I said, what the fuck? You didn't give me the Nobel Peace. Give me your country. No, it's over with. Nah. Give me your country, dog. Nah.
Yeah, he was
So
like, yeah, it's not even about the rare earth minerals no more. It's about me not getting that Nobel Peace Prize.
nah. F them rare earth. You didn't give me that prize. I'm not the man. Your ass go. Hey, nigga. You better sleep with one eye open this weekend, nigga.
Bro, that boy
We gonna
moving like the
we coming
mob,
to
bro.
we
Like,
coming to get your ass straight up.
He said he didn't even address him formally. He said, "Dear Jonas."
No president, dear president. Nigga said he got
This guy is loose.
dog. So yeah, man. That's just what I'm looking forward to, man. So yeah, man. Nothing crazy. Like I said, we just sitting on our plays right now, just trying to make those decent plays that we trying to put in. I chased that WDC, right? That's one thing about me. I'm always gonna be transparent. That nigga, I ain't trying to blame Keys ass. But that nigga came into that chat talking about Nvidia. I said, nigga, I'm in it. I ain't waiting on no pullback, nigga. I'm jumping in there. I ain't waiting on no pullback. I'm jumping in. And look, KB said, every time you buy,
every time you buy, cuz I said, all right, trap.
you can call me trap. Every time you buy, that mother go down, dog. Every time you sell, that joint go up. Every time you hold, that motherfucker don't move. I'm like, dog. So yeah, man, definitely chase that WDC, but we finished up green on that today. Um, so I'm holding a memory. I think everybody should be looking at a memory play. Micron, WDC. Shout out to Malcolm because he was the one that put WDC on our radar a couple weeks ago. You remember that? He was like, I want to look at that WDC chart. I was like, I heard Market Mondays talking about it, but I ain't brought it up since Malcolm said that it was at three. Um, no, it was at two. Hold on, I'm looking at this. It was at 184. 184 when Malcolm said that, yo, because I said if it go down and get that little gap, we in it. That was at 184. Yep. 184, 188. I said if it break 200, it could be gone. WDC is sitting at almost 250 in a week.
Wow.
In a week. So fellas, let's keep going. Let's stay locked in, man. Catch up on Market Mondays, please. I know the IU football game was on. Shout out to them Hoosiers, man. Came and ran through stuff. Um, Catch up on Market Mondays. Catch up on Trapping Tuesdays. I'm about to watch Blackout tonight. Um, yeah, we got our call. And then make sure y'all go look at the event section. Go look at the event section, please. Please. There's some events coming up that we looking to get into. I'm actually going to an event next week. If y'all seen it on there, out in DC. It's an event out there. I'm gonna go check that out. We was supposed to go to New York. I remember J. Cole had hit me, but they had switched the plans last minute. So we gonna hit DC. If you still want to come, I know it is last minute. Just let me know. I would definitely let her do content around anything that we go to this year. We definitely gonna do Invest Fest, but anything that anyone goes to, if that's Mason, if that's Alante, Niles, Tyrus, Malcolm, Adrian, J. Cole, any of the events that I put on there, even if you just go with a homie or go with your shorty, like it's this investing event. I'm not even going with Nate. I'm going out there. I would love to do content just like Keys just did in NVIDIA. Being able to come back on and share what you learned, bro, that's institutional information, bro. Bringing it back to the pot, bringing it back to the family, bringing it back to the community, and this is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Sharing the information with each other and trying to get to the next level. So that's our call, family. Um, y'all have a good night, man. I'm in Nap for a couple days. I got a speaking event I gotta go to Saturday. And then I'll be headed back to Dallas Monday. So if y'all here, man, tap in. I know it's gonna be a cold storm. So wrap up, please, figuratively and physically. Please, please,
Uh,
yeah, be safe, man, and just we in that chat tomorrow, bro. Let's see how we finish up tomorrow, and we go into next week. All right,
Yes, sir. Y'all be
so,
safe.
man. All right,
yes, sir.
family.
Be
All right.
safe, y'all.
All right.
All right.
Love,
Stay
love,
warm,
love.
y'all.